Well, I just got done dumping all that data from my phone to be ingested. My content, my digital cinema content management. Check out Variety Sessions Music on YouTube. Variety Sessions Music on YouTube. You can even play it on your PlayStation if you want. Anyway, let's go. Old car to replace the battery in. Let's go a couple times. Thank you, Johnny. And then, I guess I could put the mixer on. Boop. And then, this is apparently what worked, so to speak. It basically held, and it's not falling or shifting out. Now, I did this in a backwards way, so I'm going to do countermeasure. So I'm going to take this small screw. I'm going to pre-drill this hole in the biggest place possible, and then slowly in and slowly out, pre-drill that hole, and then put this screw in there. That way I can still pull this out of there in case things are wacky, and it's not being supported on just the threads that are here, rather than it'll have a little bit of support in the middle, because it's, if you were bonding it this way, it's stronger, whereas if you're bonding it this way, it's just strong enough to just do that. And be like, okay, I'm holding it. I'm very weak. And then I got like a screw that's going across this way. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and do a screw that goes across that way. But I'm going to make it bigger than this screw. So, I'm going to use something that keeps flopping around at me. This screw. Again, pre-drill the hole nice and slow, get as close to the center as possible, and there we are. And I just got done with basically a glue job that, pretty much made this like this, so that way I can work with this thing and actually drill. I was going to do something like this, but I'm like, nah, that'll hold, but the screw's a more direct solution. I'm going to clean this up. As you can see, it's kind of nasty and gritty and stuff. We clean this up here with some whatever I used to clean up with, whether it be a razor blade and very careful actions or something to just tool that out so it looks like wood and not like glue massacre. Same thing with the thing down there. I was surprised that the tape actually worked. Like, I used a lot of cinching of tape. But anyway, now that's just what's holding this chair onto the workspace, which is very good. And again, I only have one center support down there, and that's what's making this table very solid on that end versus bigger, thicker. Like the bigger, bassier than like more thumps, so that's handling a lot more load. Anyway, I'm eventually going to get to threading the machine. Yeah. This thing's been like completely open to this part of the manual. Like, I'm going to thread you. I'm like, hey, I guess I want to watch Mini Life. Hopefully on this old DVD, player laptop I've been holding on to, and it won't play that disc will not play anything else on anything else. PlayStation 4, new computers, Windows 7 new computers, laptop, desktop. It won't play on new DVD players. It'll play on an old DVD player, but my problem with that is that got scrapped because it bit the dust. I got my cork board showing. It took me a while in my memory to be like, what is that thing called? I don't know. Cork! Oh, maybe I don't remember that. I guess I don't celebrate very much. The cork board, but anyway. And some cutting, self-healing cutting mat. And eventually I'll just clear this all off, and I won't have tools, computer tools. I won't have, hardware tools. I won't have automechanic tools that I had to repair. That lens fell off there, so I glued it back on. And I won't have marketing tools that are like, hey, you could scan this and get them a Facebook. I don't have all that. I'll be like, hey, this is a table for fashion, not crap. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff I got to do here. Finally got my. I got that revealed a lot better. I can see the controls, and I got wiring set up there. I may make another one of these shelves. I did not make this one. I salvaged this one, but I might make another one of these shelves. And I want to make a bookshelf that squishes the books together. One of them old-fashioned sliding bookshelf thingies. Eventually. But I got my basic piano course there. Yeah, it's a piano. Keyboard. A couple mics. A lot of music influence selection. Cutting tools for any job you might think of. For fashion, sewing, garment, upholstery, even sporting goods. What? Yeah. I do it all. And that's my miter saw thingy and sanding block, and that's what I got to use on there is a sanding block. Make it nice and pretty. Anyway, that's what I got for now. And then this is another wood project. I got to drill out the channels. So underneath there, see that black? I'm going to just go ahead and drill a channel that's that shape, that circular shape. And there's going to be another one down there. So that way I can get my wood clamps back, and that wood can more contour around that boom mic stand, which works great, by the way. When I'm podcasting and stuff, here we go. Or net casting, sorry, that's what you're supposed to. Technically, it's the term net casting. But yeah, man, that thing works great, and it just booms to the left, booms to the right, booms till it's out of sight. Why did I have to grow up with a weed culture? Hey man, that sounded good. I'm high. I got my bass and my electric bass and my acoustic electric. If you want my git and my bass, ready to go. Speaking of which, I gotta get ready to go. I like the way I've sort of fashion designed the walls here. Well, my first short name, Jared DeNovo. That's my morning kit, my stow bag, STOW, so I can stow things tightly and neatly away. So I'm sitting on my couch for my daytime. Oh, anyway, pause. Oh, yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's all stapled up there. The cardboard boxes that are stapled up there. Add some glue and tape, and underneath there's a bunch of t-shirts and fabrics, and then over here is more fabrics. And then there's a box that's a green box that's got all kinds of foam stuff in there. FOAM, foam, for shaping and of garments, possibly even of wood. And above that is a box of tools and stuff. Some custom lighting, cool custom lighting stuff. A lot of people are like, man, I can't even. When are you gonna get to sewing? I'm like, when are you gonna get to sewing? I have to pull a Raiden on you. Why did you let Chan die? Why didn't you protect him? Why didn't you? Because I'm Christopher Lambert with a production company that's similar to my last name. Yep. I can't do the Lambert laugh. Well, anywho, I'm tired. I just wanted to demonstrate that I did successfully, make this thing work for the most part. And I'm going to try to sit on it. I'm tired of not sitting on anything. Look at this, isn't that just a beautiful little chair? Look at that chair, it's so pretty. And all I gotta do is put one screw and another screw, and I don't have to let anything cure. It's already did that. Just to hold those wood pieces in place, and I made it so that it's fully repairable. There's a guy that basically said, about the strength of wood as being stronger when you're putting it side by side, glued, versus tip to tip, where you got fibers. The ends of the fibers are not as good as the sides of the fibers for gluing. for mating, I should say. I don't know if that's a proper word. But anyway, I got that into its form, so I can get it to its next form, which is the whole thing's down by screws. And that's my goal, is to keep those held down. And then when it needs, when the chair or the furniture needs help again, I should be able to just pull that out of there, just how it was. And maybe this time around I'll have somebody, craft me a, what's called not, is it a dowel? It's similar, I mean, it's literally what chair legs are made out of, but they just use a chisel and a lathe. I'm like, I don't have a lathe, I got a chisel, but I don't have a lathe, But I got one of those guys, so I can make as many chair legs as I want, as long as I got those guys. But I don't feel like doing all this lathe stuff, I mean, I could saw this down, and make a hand lathe, make relief cuts, and then chisel that, but I have to have a workbench available, and it's highly not available right now. I need to put a workbench that's got a vise, countertop vise, with a lightweight vise, not anything heavy. But again, I would still use the same model, clip that lightweight vise to this little desk, which works greatly as a, look at all this little dust and stuff. I would have got on my upholstery, but actually it's not, because look at that neat little design feature I added. That tacking rubber plastic thingy. But anyway, I'd use the same design and have a thing I can like saw up and down, and then with the I don't know. I was just doing that on this little effects thingy. Neat little effects thingy. I always like the song "Calm Down." I've been studying that one. That one, and "Hey Man, Nice Shot," or "A Man Has Gun," by this one band. And I always like the classics. Bob Marley, or have you ever heard of Mob Barley? What? Yeah. Let me show you another thing I did. Kind of cool. Hold on. Let's keep record pause. Okay, are you watching? Are you watching? Keep watching. This is kind of a temperamental setup. Woo-hoo! Mountain Dew, right? Because my dad used to say that all the time. Or, hey, are you mellow? How does it come out? Anyway. If you're a musician, you don't do this. Anyway. You don't cut the microphone. It's gonna feedback like a beast. But this is a little open mic setup for myself, so I can record A-roll, B-roll footage and directly get my face here. I'll get a bit better if I do this and turn it to the side. That way I can see my face. That's kind of the idea of this stuff, is seeing the face, and stay tight in frame. And then I can switch to the other side, and but this is a cell phone mount that I put on my computer monitor. So it's kind of a sporting goods design. It is pretty cool. It's temperamental, but look at this. Like mine, no hands. Alright, anyway. I'm not going to demo any songs and stuff like that, because I don't want any copyright and all this crap. I don't know about all this crap, too. Sometimes it's like, whatever. There's effects here. I always like the rotary effect. Chorus room. Chorus room 1. Hey, dude. Woo. There's nothing fancy down there. It's just a little speaker, a little mobile speaker. I'll eventually replace it with a big old speaker, but you have to crank this effect a little bit. Flange. This is like, I have a song for you. I am singing it till I'm through with you. Yeah. And there's is that a chorus? Chorus. Yeah, turn that up. Chorus. This is two voices in one. Two voices in one. Two voices answer, one voice leave. I like just the halls. Or the halls are good for, like, you know, you can imagine. And you want like a nice tight room. Nice tight room. Nice tight room. Yeah, it's like nice tight room. Yeah. And then you like a slightly room number 2, a little bit bigger. Room number 3. Room number 3, slightly larger. But for most radio, I can say radio, audio transmission, netcasting these days, transmitting the bass line. This is pretty good right here. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show you all this cool new stuff I've been doing, and most people are like, I don't get it, why aren't you sewing? I'm like, Dad, I don't know. Maybe because I'm not sewing yet. I'm doing all this other crap that's in the way. And I ain't even able to sit down, right? I gotta be stop moaning at people. I don't know if I can actually. That's kind of a tripod. That's about as far as I'll go on that. You get the idea. And it's just rotating on that little doohickey there. That's cool. I can always move back. And then, you know, get back on there when I want to. So it's very temperamental. But gravity itself is just supporting it. Before pause. Anyway, there's a little bit of a master shot of the recording studio. It's actually a sewing, garment, upholstery, and more. Or if you want to call it music picture studio. Yeah, music picture is probably easier for most people. Choose 2 things or 3 things. I choose the 2, music picture. And, you know, stays nice and cool in here in the summer, warm in here in the winter. And humidity is perfection, right? You know. So, anyway, that's, again, a little couch sweep so you can see what the couch looks like there. Very nice. Very, very sittable. And there's my new toolkits up there. I got toolkits over here too. This is for my sewing machine and the staple gun and safety glasses, which I'm wearing. That's what that is. I just read the contents. And this is where my drum set is. Oh. Alright, I gotta get going. So then that's actually where my miter box and my handsaw is. That's it for now, Jeremy and Mr. Variety. Just gotta get this chair fixed up completely, and I just gotta put 2 screws in there, and I'm done, man. I'm gonna be sitting on this. Actually, I'll let it cure a little bit more, and then I'll sit on it. You know, it's kind of interesting though. I should say is a wet paint. Yeah, wet glue actually is still in there. So when I was feeling around in there, I want to sand this down so it's nice and smooth. That way it doesn't look like a moron did it, you know, like me. And same deal here, sand it down, you know, so it's nice and smooth. And then put the hardware in there. That way it's nothing but metal and wood, and now like in between stuff, unless it's supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I put a cookie in there, a cookie that I sawed from that wood piece. You can see where it separates in the middle there. Yeah, a couple times. that's because I didn't. It's good. Anyway, I got to get going. This is Jeremy for now. You guys hit. I don't know that I don't have to glue anything right now, so I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good there. I don't think I'll add any glue on that. I think I'll just sand it down and calls it good. Alright. Pre-drill my holes here. I put my drill in there, yeah, for my small, and I'm gonna put my drill in there a bit bigger of a bit for my bigger bit, for my big, right there, and as close to the center as possible. And that should be my new chair for a little while until I feel like matching those up, and then replacing that with a new piece of wood, you know. I don't really feel like doing that right now, so let's just have a seat, shall we? And do everything they told us not to do. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Actually, it works. It's just a pain in the ass. Join me, Mr. Variety. Oh, let's do this. Record pause. I was like this about my recording setup. Hey, where's my... Hang on. There you go. And that's, you can visit Variety, DustyBootsWorth.com. That's DustyBootsWorth.com for Jeremy's music. And scan the code. Yeah, the phone can, you know, I'm pretty sure it's scannable. To go to twitch.tv. And then go to twitch.tv/music forum, twitch.tv/music forum, MUSEEK. Eek! Eek! Eek. MUSEEK FOREM music forum, twitch.tv/music forum, for variety sessions live. Yeah, that's cool. And it's all about life, right? You can contact me at admin@dustybootsworth.com, or just scan this thing and go to dustybootsworth.tv, and you can like visit me. I like visitors. Or go to Variety Sessions, look at Variety Sessions Music on YouTube. Variety Sessions Music on YouTube. I take PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and all this other crap. And that's me. Half nude and less than half nude. But that one's in the dark, so aren't we all? Peace. Variety Sessions, how's that sound? How's that sound?